My name is Sam, and this is another drag race. Let's roll! We're back again with another drag race. Today, we're drag racing the 2024 Lincoln Corsair. Listen to that engine. The next one is the 2024 Acura RDX A-Spec. Listen to that engine. And of course, the last one is the 2024 Mazda CX-5. That's the Suno edition, in case you're wondering about the paint color. Now listen to that engine. Now here's what we're going to do today. We're going to drag race these three to find out which one is the fastest out of these three. But before we do that, let's talk about the specs. The Lincoln Corsair uses a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4. It makes 250 brake horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. It uses an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it is all-wheel drive. Shockingly, this one didn't come with a 10-speed like every other Ford vehicle. Anyhow, it has a curb weight of 3,983 pounds. It's pretty light. The Acura RDX uses an inline-4 turbocharged 2-liter engine. It makes 272 brake horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. It uses a 10-speed automatic transmission. Of course, it has the famous super handling all-wheel drive by Acura. But it does have a curb weight of 4,057 pounds. It's a heavy beast. And the next one is the Mazda CX-5, which has a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, inline-4. It makes 256 brake horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. It uses a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it is all-wheel drive with a curb weight of 3,832 pounds. Now here's something important about this race. We have put premium gas on these cars. In fact, we drove all the way here, then we topped them up with premium. But we also did our usual test for fuel efficiency. And here's what we got. We drove about 137, 138 kilometers, and the Lincoln Corsair got 7.7 liters per 100 kilometers. The Acura RDX got 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers, and the Mazda CX-5 got 8.6. So, the Lincoln Corsair is first with the best fuel efficiency, Mazda is second, and the RDX is third. And the funny part is that they're very close to what the manufacturers suggest. Now keep in mind, we drove with the same speed limit right behind each other to make sure that we do a fair test. In terms of the tires, all three vehicles are using winter tires. We've got the Acura RDX with the 20-inch wheels, then you have the Lincoln Corsair with 20-inch wheels, and then you have the CX-5, which I believe has 19-inch. They're all winter tires because it's still winter in Canada, shockingly. But we're still drag racing. So if you're new to the channel, here's what we do in terms of the drag race and roll race. The roll race, we start way behind the starting line for the drag race, so it gives us enough time to reach the speed. Then we get to the drag race line. That's where we go pedal to the metal. And the drag race, we start where the actual Christmas tree is located, or the racing lights in this case, and all the way to the racing flag, which is a quarter mile. Today we're going to do two different speeds for the roll race. But for now, the first roll race we're going to do is the Acura RDX versus the CX-5. Whichever wins goes up against the Lincoln Corsair. So, at this point, I say, let's roll! Okay, perfect. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, on go, on 3, on go, we go. All the way to the cones, we're trying to get about 60 kilometers an hour. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Keeping an automatic transmission. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see this Acura. Exactly about 60 kilometers. He's not far. He's actually beside me. I thought I was gonna smoke the man. He's right beside me. This car is super stable. This is a good test to see because it is a bit wet today, but not too wet, and these are all-wheel drive. You know, I generally thought I was gonna smoke you completely, but clearly, you were beside me most of the time, correct?
Yeah, I was beside you most of the time. Yep.
Just stay right beside me. 3, 2, 1, go. Acura had a slow start on that one. Interesting. Come on. Come on, RDX. Wow, the CX-5. That was interesting, right? At a higher speed, the Mazda, it's just going. That was really interesting.
I don't think you were too far behind me.
No, probably like in a half a car, not even. So, okay, let's do the drag race now. I might have jumped. So let's redo it because I might have jumped. No, yes. Not far. It's actually kind of the same as the first drag race, which is interesting. Sorry, the first roll race. Yeah, that was it. Damn, this Acura is fast. It's really nice. I would like to do a driver switch, but I don't see the point, I would say. It's probably going to be most likely the same result. What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same result.
Okay, the Lincoln Corsair versus RDX. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I put mine into drive. You know, unlike you plebs, mine doesn't have sport mode. You know what it has? It's excite. Because it's exciting, right? There's no such thing as sport mode. Like, that's for poor people. This is for the rich ones. We're excited. Are you excited?
Kind of, but don't get too much excited. I think I'm gonna be your ass.
I was waiting for that one. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. We go. We're gonna try to get at 60 kilometers an hour. Try to stay kind of like this beside me because people are complaining that the roll races are not too close, although it's because of the camera. They don't understand it. The GoPros, they show that it's not right beside it, but we're most of the time right beside each other. So on 3, 2, 1, go, we go. You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see the Lincoln. Come on.
Let's do it. Shit, he's pulling away. No, I'm gonna catch it up. I'm gonna catch it up.
Oh, look at that! The RDX is catching. No. I'm actually winning. Come on.
Oh,
He's beside me. That is crazy. Look at that. Wow. Super interesting. Very, like, I think I won maybe like not less than a quarter of a card.
I agree with you. It was pretty close, but yeah, I think you are in the lead for sure. But I think if you're going on higher speed, I think I'm gonna destroy you now.
I think that's probably going to be the case. At a higher speed, you may walk me, but let's do it at a bit of a higher speed. We're going to do about 80 kilometers an hour because 100 kilometers, we can never get 100. We don't have the runway behind that line. So let's do it at 80 kilometers an hour to the next one. Keep it in automatic mode, and let's have some fun.
That's close. Not today, Sam. Not today.
Yeah, maybe a little, but not by much. Yeah, very close. He got it, but it's just. Like less than a quarter. It's kind of the other way now. It's the same result, but the other way around. That was super interesting. This Lincoln is such a front-wheel drive car. So much spinning. Don't say goodbye. Don't do that. Come on, Lincoln. There's so much spinning on this thing. Front wheel drive. See, this is a good test because we can see now all-wheel drive, super handling all-wheel drive versus this. That's the whole point of this thing, and do it in wet. I was spinning like crazy in the front. I could see the traction kick off. Oh, that was bad. Like, it was really spinning. Meanwhile, your car really took off, and shockingly, now it got clear completely. So let's do it one more time because I spun off a lot. Come on, Lincoln. The front wheel drive, I can see it. I can feel it. There's a front wheel drive car. Come on!
See ya. This car's fast, man. This car definitely can move.
Wow. They're so... like, that's about a car. He is hooking on that Acura. I want to feel that Acura in wet. How different does it feel compared to this? And I want to see your reaction to this too, because I can feel the front wheel drive car, the front wheels in this thing spin as I'm launching it. It's more of a front wheel than it is an all wheel.
Let's go.
Oh my God, now, like...
Damn, this car cuts the power a lot. The Acura's fast. It's much faster than this one. It looks nicer as well.
He's got no hope. Same result, literally. This thing feels like nothing, no spin, nothing. It just hooks. Yeah, it's pretty much the same result.
You can feel the front wheels spinning on that car. There's nothing in here. This super handling all-wheel drive just hooks, and I'm super impressed with that. What do you think?
I agree with you. Like, the Acura drives pretty nice. And I don't know what's happening with the Lincoln. Like, sometimes when you're driving, at some point, it looks like that cuts power. Not that it's cutting power, but like you kind of feel that you're losing power, and then the Acura just keep going.
It's because the tires on the Acura, the all-wheel drive system in the Acura makes it not spin. It puts the power where it should. Meanwhile, you're mostly on a front-wheel drive there. Like, that's like, I can actually see your tires spinning from my window. Meanwhile, this, I feel nothing. It feels like a proper all-wheel drive. I think that's the difference here. And you know what I love about doing stuff like this is because in this case, you can actually see not just the speed, but also the all-wheel drive system, which is a huge difference in here. Like, I'm telling you, I jumped in this thing and I'm like, okay, it just feels like a normal drive, all-wheel drive, and it just hooks. There's no traction light in here. Everything just works. I love it. It's such an amazing way to show off these cars, not just for 0 to 60 or quarter mile, but also for other capabilities, besides the fact that we did the fuel efficiency test, which of course the Corsair won. I'm going to take the Lincoln. I don't really care about the 0 to 60. I'll tell you why. I like the Lincoln overall. I hate the seats on the Lincoln. I'm not a big fan of the seats, but everything else, it's nice. It's also the RDX is nice too. It's actually very hard to say that which one I would take, because I like the RDX, the sportiness on the inside, but I hate the infotainment system in this car. It's horrible, and but everything else in this thing works so much better. Anyhow, just want to say thank you for helping out today. And Dave, if you're listening, thanks a lot for joining us, man. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and check out my other videos on my channel.